Alright guys, I am sitting here looking at today's stuff, and as you can see, this is my gap scanner, and there are 3 stocks worth noting, and this is a merger, and I believe that this is a secondary offering, or I think it was another one, but either way, I'm sitting here looking at 3 shorts right now, and I'm not too fond of it, I guess, because the market's been moving up. But the first stock I've got here is the CAA. You can see it's been gapping down. It had a secondary offering a little bit ago. Definitely looks good under this whole 34 level here. I mean, it ended up getting all the way to 32.50 here. But I mean, this huge run up right here, all these buyers, and then just the huge sell off right now is going to make people pretty nervous, starting to think about selling or even shorting and getting in. And people from here are sitting at the break-even point basically, and I'm hoping that it snaps down below the 34, so I'll be looking at this one. I think this is going to be my main play at the bell. The second one I'm looking at is MRC. Let me see if I can find the news on it. So it's moving down, so fell after the reported an offering in common stock. Okay, so that was yesterday. Yesterday it had an offering. Oh, it didn't have an offering. It had an offering after the market closed. So this is coming in. This is news today. I actually don't know if I'm going to take this one. Well, the second stock that I was, or the third stock that I was looking at is this ENDP. You can see it had the huge rundown, popping back up little by little, and then it hit this 14 level for the third time, and it's starting to fail. So I'm looking to take it short under the pre-market here. But we're trying to see what happens, because the pre-market here, it's kind of got that big run up, so it's probably not going to end up getting all the way down here. But what I'm looking for on ENDP is a pullback at the open, like a green candle, and then I would take it short under that candle. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Trying to get a hold on stocks here that I'm trying to take. I believe I would take CAA just straight short right after the market opens here. So I'm going to get my order ready at 33.90. Stop loss would be at 5, so that's 15 cents. I believe the market is open, and we are moving up right now, which is definitely not a bad sign, because in the same case I'd like to take it short under that candle. And depending on how high this one goes, it'll be my new stop loss. So if we got 5, that's still 15 cents. Right, okay. Let's see. ENDP is also making a move up. Market's moving up. Yeah, ENDP can't make up its mind over there. I am watching CAA. Ooh, market's really moving up. Wow, where did that come from? Alright, well, CAA looks like it's moving up on huge volume there. But this is a pretty dead day. There is absolutely not a lot to look at. There are no longs that I am looking at taking. Alright, well, it is failing to break that 5 cents there. I'm gonna move this up. might be seeing something. See, on the daily, it is all the way down there now. Alright, I'm gonna get my order in. See if we're gonna break anything here. Look like I might get in here in a second. Would like that candle to be bigger, but it's still creeping down here. Alright, I am in at 91. Looking to take half off for 15 cents, so looking to get out about 80. I am buying, I am covering, I am not selling. I'm not adding to this position. I think I might actually move this up above the 34 here. The volume isn't looking super spectacular. It's obviously not as big as that candle, but we are still moving. Alright, it is an industrial goods company. I believe that is XLI. Just don't want to take my eyes off of this thing for a second. I'm afraid it's gonna pop up on me here. Let's see, what's the exact level we're looking at here? I guess we got an 85 in there. That's an 84. 84 is the low about here. The volume just keeps getting less and less here. There's the break. I got some buyers there. Volume's growing, that's good. Anything in 80 and I'll take some. Alright, took half. Got some at 80 there. Wanted to see a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. I'll take the rest off at entry. Alright, ENDP didn't really set up. MRCC's acting weird. Got a lot more on this list now. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the volume's growing. It's growing, but it's green. Come Don't do it. Also, yes, this is the VWAP. Finally got VWAP on here. That's gonna be a huge help. Ooh, ENDP just had a big short squeeze. Ooh, my ENDP just had a big short squeeze. Don't do it. Don't do it. I like to see it bounce. Bounce and go lower. Volume's lower. Lower on green candle, that's a good sign. Ah, too bad. I'm out. $17 trade. Alright, we have action. There is some volume picking up here. Creeping closer towards the 31 level. I actually upped my size and reduced my risk here since it didn't break this candle here. We got a new spot here. I'm making it at 75. So risking 25 cents on this one. 25, trying to make 25. Still looking to get out at 30, but in between 30 and 25 here is optimal. Alright, I'm in. Got 100 shares, in at 31, stop loss at 75. I am going to go ahead and put that. That is, how did that happen? 100 shares, sell. Okay, yeah, we're fine. Alright, buyer's looking alright. There we go, we're moving up. I want to put that order in too. And then I want to make sure that I got 99 for 150. Getting closer. Volume's looking great. 5's looking good. 15's looking good. That spread gets a little crazy sometimes. That's something to worry about there. This thing might actually have to move up to about 40 for that spread to be at 30. We're right on it. Just a little bit more. What 5 setting up at? Got the 14, 15. Still up at 40 here. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it here, I don't think this trade, if I did get in at the 15 here, and it did pull back to 31.99, I don't think it would get, like right now, I don't think it would get me out. I think it would get me out if this thing moved below her, which means my loss would be even bigger. So I might be risking about an extra 10 bucks, 10, 15 bucks on each of these trades. That's something to think about. not a good sign. A few big sellers in here. Definitely want to be on the side of the big buyers, and these guys seem to think that we're not looking too good for a move to the up here. Sector's absolutely helping. This sector is blasting up right now. Moving up big. Looks like I can move my stop loss for that 15 shares here. It's 97, 96. Ooh, that's good. 10,000. $30's even making a nice doji right there. SPY is helping, though it has been kind of consolidating for the past hour or so. Another big buyer. This is kind of turned into a little bit bigger of a risk, I guess. Ooh, that's not good. That's ridiculous. One person, look at that, 3 orders, and all of a sudden the stock drops 10 cents. Wish could do the same just for the long side. Wow, too bad getting stopped out. This looked like a really good trade, and that's disappointing. Okay, I'm going to be done for the day here. I was looking at LRCX. I was looking at LRCX to possibly take it for a reversal, but things just ended up dying out, not working out. You see, I had this huge move down. You can also see that I added some new little buttons up here for these individual sectors. So this is the tech sector. Something happened a while ago that's making the whole tech sector just sell off here. I don't know if it was Apple or what it was, but something's going on with Apple. Maybe, what was that, 1252? Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's anything. No news on it yet, but maybe we'll figure out what happens. But looking for the reversals, nothing really pulled back. Decided to go against it, so I'm just going to do an end day recap. First trade that I took was CAA. I was looking at it at the open here for a gap down under the lows. Ended up popping up, looking for a pullback on the first green candle. And I got in, ended up dropping all the way down to that 75 there, but I didn't sell quick enough. or I guess cover quick enough here, so I ended up getting half out at 80 and then half out of the back of the entry. I was looking for some more profit than what it just gave me, but ended up not pulling back at all. I guess kind of the volume there was a little bit of an indicator as to which way it was going to go. Ended up being a $17 trade. I will take it each and every day. Any money is good money. And then I took MZOR for a long. I was looking at it here, trying to take it over the high of that, but it obviously couldn't break it. Things started thinning out a little bit more. You can see that lower volume candle there. And then the same with the 5s, you can see it just kind of dying off in there. So I ended up taking it long, half my size, taking it long over 31. It was kind of struggling to get over it, and you can see that volume there, just almost absolutely nothing, which is probably there's only two things that I didn't like about this trade, and one was that they were being investigated by the Israeli Securities Authority, which made them drop. You can see on the daily there that it was dropping pretty hard, but it had a big run up, and I figured that the way that it was at now, it was just a little too overextended. So I was taking it, took it long, 150 shares over the 31 level, was trying to get another 150 at the 15, ended up spiking up all the way to the, I think it was about 13 or 12, and I mean, after that we just had the big sell-off. I ended up getting stopped out here at the, 78 or 7D, so I got caught in some slippage there. But I was a little upset about this one because it really looked like a good setup and everything, but I guess it just wasn't quick enough, because I was saying to myself yesterday that the reversals need to be like faster, and they need to have, it can't be drawn out and slow, it's got to be fast and quick and moving all over the place. And this one just didn't cut it. Still figured it was a good enough trade though, because volume did start spiking back into it here. But I guess it just wasn't quick enough. There wasn't that much interest in it. Things started dying off, just the way it goes. What was it? ENDP was the big disappointment of the day. It was a trade that I missed early on because of a technical issue. I was looking to take it short under the 1205 there. Stock being down 10% and going against the market like that, I don't have a problem with it. Because whenever the market's going up and a stock is going down and it's not affected by the market, then that's a stock that you should be interested in going down or shorting. So I ended up trying to get in at the 1206 or 1205. I put my order in. I had 400 ready to go. I knew it was a circuit breaker, so I changed it to a limit. But what I didn't do is I didn't change the market from a stop to the light speed. So it ended up canceling the trade on me. Didn't get filled. Missed out on probably $100 winner there. That would have been a huge one. Picking up the day probably would have put me at break even for the week even too. See the daily, just big gap there. Had some struggles over the 14, couldn't really break out, so it failed. Ended up dropping down. Definitely a solid setup and everything. There's nothing wrong with that trade. Just didn't get filled. So overall, on my week here, see it's these 5 trades or 10 trades that I took right up in here, and these are all my notes and everything, trying to keep track of everything. Take the best setups only, obviously, because it's my first ever month trading in June, and everybody keeps saying that, you know, June's really slow, summertime's coming, things aren't going to have much follow through. So I want to keep an eye on that and make sure that I'm only taking the best setups that are out there. You know, taking everything's fast, making sure it's got enough volume, enough momentum, volume's in the right direction, everything's like a perfect setup. So here's where the reversals need to be clean, faster, and not slow and drawn out. But I'm ending up the week down $77, not including commissions. Biggest winner was the AMD trade, definitely saving me. Pretty much all the trades that I took here got one wall breakout, a couple reversals, bunch of gap trades. Let's see, I won a top reversal, won another top reversal. AMD was a gap trade, and then the CAA was also a gap trade. So 2 reversals, 2 gaps. Finishing the week down 77, down 117 total with commissions. My win was 4 for 10, so I got 40% there. Only one winning day. Spent $40 in commissions. The one thing that I notice about seeing this is that without the commissions, I'm only down $77. So if I risk $50 every trade and I got 6 losses, that is $300 in losses, and then the 4 wins make it 200 in winners. So then that would mean I'm down 100. So looking at the commission or the total with that, since I'm not down 100, I'm only down 77. That means I'm saving my money a little bit better. But looking back at this, you can see that every single one of my trades here, they all hit my stop loss. Not a single one of my trades this week I exited early. So that's something that I really need to keep an eye on. I'm going to write that down. Gotta exit earlier on my trades and I can save some money, because I guess it being summer and everything, if my trades are going to hit my stop loss, and if I can look out to get a little earlier, then the month being the way the month is, I need to recognize a little bit quicker whenever my trades aren't going to be going the way that I want them to, and get out faster and save some more money. Otherwise I probably could have broken even, maybe gotten close to breaking even on the week. But that's just the way it goes. I'll be back again next week. Got a bunch of research to do. Need to make sure that I'm looking up the right things, learning some more, and I'll be back again on Monday. Thanks for watching.